Welcome back to another tutorial on Learning Bot channel. In today's tutorial, we're diving deep into the world of Python for loop and unravel the power of iteration. For loops in Python are your go-to tool for iterating over a sequence like a list or a string or any iterable object. Their syntax is concise and elegant, making them perfect for various tasks. So, let's declare a list of names, starting from John to Charlie. Now, if we print this list, it comes out exactly like how we wrote it, using the square bracket notation. But what if we wanted to print each name on a separate line? That's where we use the for loop. Let me show you. Instead of printing the entire list, we're going to type for. Next, we declare a variable, which is called a loop variable. Let's call it name. Then we type in, and then names, which is our list. Next, we add a colon to start a block of code. This is what we call a for loop. With this for loop, we can iterate over all the items in this list. In each iteration, the name variable is going to hold one value. So, in the first iteration, name is going to be John, and in the second iteration, it's going to be Bob, and so on. Now, if we print name and run our program, we see each name on a new line. This is how we use a for loop. Indeed, we could also achieve the same thing using a while loop, but our code would be a little bit longer. Let me show you. First, let's encapsulate our for loop within a comment block, using the hashtag keyword to prevent its execution. Next, we start by declaring a loop variable outside of our while loop. Let's say x, and we set it to 0. Now, we type while, and then x, less than len names. Here, we need to find out how many items we have in this list, so we use the len function. Inside the while block, we need to print a name from the list, as long as x is less than the length of the list. Next, we need to increment x by 1. Let's run the program and see what we get. So, we get the names from John to Charlie. Now, if you compare these two approaches, you can definitely see that the implementation using the for loop is shorter and easier to understand. While loops are handy when you don't know the number of iterations in advance, or when you're dealing with complex conditions. However, for loops shine when you're working with a predefined sequence or iterable. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more Python insights, and share your thoughts in the comments.